Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Clan Sakai Major League video for 2026, and we are back with another banger between our lower division Major 1. I am your host, Aries, today, joined by the Capybara, and welcome back. And I'm going to try to get these videos out as soon as I can. I am recording this match because I just got back from vacation, and it was supposed to be done before his vacation. Then I made a couple of mistakes because I kept saying here a lot. So I'm really trying my hardest to not say here. In some of these videos I've been getting some feedback, and it's just so hard and it's addicting. So I'm going to try my absolute hardest in this video to not put sentences that involve here in it. But yeah, it's going to be insane. But yeah, welcome back. It's going to be a semifinals match 6 between DOAA Academy and Team 7. We are back with a banger. Now, if you want to actually know a little bit lore about both of these teams, you know, both of these teams really have a lot to work with here. You know, they really want to make it to the finals so they could go against the main DOAA team. And DOAA Academy and Team 7, you know, Team 7 are the 2nd seed going against the number 6 seed. And, you know, DOAA Academy, you know, they're a team that wants to make, you know, get their redemption arc after qualifiers, because Team 7 actually eliminated them in the bracket. It was such an unfortunate match. I mean, they went to the elimination round to get eliminated later, but, you know. As we take a look at our bracket here, you know, DOAA Academy wants to make it to the finals, and they realize that this is DOAA's home territory. So, you know, there's home major here. They want to win this match as much as they can. And, you know, DOAA waiting for their opponents in the finals. You know, we got a Wieners versus Apex Gaming, which is also going to be a banger match overall. But yeah, can't wait to see what we can do here. And I just want to give a little shout out to the Capybara, you know, joining us today. You know, even though it's not an actual person behind it, you know, he was there to stay with me throughout the entire journey. And we're gonna have some banger things coming into Major 2. But yeah, I'm gonna get these videos out though, and then I'll see you guys in the next video soon here. And let's take a look at our predictions here. You know, DOAA Academy, I go on DOAA Academy to go, win against Team 7. I think they have the strongest win rate overall. Even though they fell in qualifiers, they've been scrimming a lot to get prepared for this match here. And you know, Wieners against Apex, I went with Wieners because I think they're the overall stronger team. But yeah, it's going to be a banger overall. The next video after that is actually going to be the Wieners versus Apex Gaming, so stay tuned for that one here. Yeah, but if you are watching this video today, I'm going to try to get as many videos as I can. I'm going to try to get DOAA Academy and Team 7 Wieners, and then the rest of the elimination rounds. And as we take a look at our players here, not our players, our teams here, DOAA Academy and Team 7. Now, Team 7 had a mixed roster. They mixed out their Charcoal FC with Team 7 to form one. And DOAA Academy actually snatched up some players here. You know, you got Gregory Nova Sky versus Core Breadstick and Goofy Goober. Now, Breadstick is the new player coming from Team 7. And, you know, Gregory came from She Said Hi, Nova came from LA Thieves, and Sky came from No Game No Life. And their 4th player is Cool Pro, who was originally in DOAA. So that's how their DOAA Academy roster was formed. There's a little bit more lore into that. I could probably give you a little bit more information if you want to know and join the server. Let's take a look at our maps here. Open Business, Safe Zone, Center Stage, Double Shoots, and Gold Orb Glutch. And then the prediction, 72% versus 28%. So DOAA Academy are actually the favorites for this match, and it's going to be a banger. But anyways, let's not waste too much time here as we now get started with our semifinals match 6 of set 1 Hot Zone. And here we go with our quarterfinals, not quarterfinals, semifinals match 6 between DOAA Academy and Team 7. As we take a look at our draft here, it is going to be a, what was that? Oh, a Meepo, Sandy, and a Sirius going against a Penny, Chester, and a Lily. So I like the comps coming in from both teams, and I really think that, you know, DOAA Academy have a pretty interesting comp here. I mean, they could really take a lot of control, and you know, the series is definitely going to be a bit of a problem coming into this match here. But they do have a Chester now, Breadstick. You know, he's kind of great on the Chester here, and you know, he has been a pretty, you know, dangerous type of player on that Chester. But as you take a look at the draft here right now, you know, DOAA Sky, you know, if he has the Sandy Super, you know, it's gonna be really bad coming in from Team 7, and you know, they can't really get too much control to work with, and Goofy Goober really goes for a super play and doesn't really get too much to work with overall. But if Nova just farms up the Sandy Super, like he could do like a lot of damage and also get a lot of control for DOAA Academy. And if you look at the percentage, 99% to 100, like it's already game over. Like, you know, DOAA Academy are just playing like out of their mind in this match here, and they will be taking the first game. And you know, DOAA Academy, you know, been practicing a lot with these comps here, but you know, Team 7 have been a dangerous, you know, factor here in this match. But yeah, let's see if they could clutch up in this match. And you know, Gregory trying to hold down the middle here and has to play this very carefully. But here comes Nova, you know, watching out. And Goofy Goober, oh, this gets shut down there, unfortunately. And Nova trying to get as much value as they can. And not really looking good right now for DOAA Academy. Team 7 trying to get as much control, and Breadstick tries to get a little aggressive here. Unfortunately, it does go down. And Goofy Goober, you know, really wants to try to get as much super as he can here, because Goofy Goober, you know, could be really dangerous and like do so much damage if he's able to sneak by Gregory here. And then look, he already got a kill off of Gregory, but Gregory did not have the gadget to work with. Nova, you know, trying to get a little bit more tags so he can get his super, and you know, try to get as much control as he can. And you know, Core just really wants to try to work to get in this penny hypercharge, because if you look at the penny hypercharge, if you put it in a really good spot, it's going to be kind of like a hard turret to deal with. And Goofy Goober is going to gadget onto Nova and doesn't really get anything with it. A perfect defense coming in from Gregory to keep Nova alive here, but Nova just has to be careful, cannot, you know, die to Breadstick here. And Sky, you know, really wants to find an opportunity and try to do as much as he can. Does get shut down by Goofy Goober, and this is a perfect game coming in from Team 7. And they have a lot of control to work with, and they have to play this a bit carefully overall. You know, Sky really wants to try to get as many clones as he can, and Gregory does get a nice kill onto Breadstick. And you know, Goofy Goober has to play very carefully, because Sky, you know, just gets sneaked up here and just gets a perfect kill coming in from Team 7. And you know, they're going to be taking so much control, and this is looking dangerous coming in from DOAA Academy. Team 7 playing out of their mind. But a nice defense from Gregory here. That's going to stall some time, but Breadstick can just walk this one in and, you know, throw so much damage and value here. But hold on, this actually might be a close one here, but no, Goofy Goober is able to walk down the middle, and that's going to give them the second game. A perfect game coming in from DOAA Academy, but Team 7 are playing a little bit more better in this match here. It is going to be dangerous as we now get started with our set 2. I mean, our game 3 here. Goofy Goober trying to sneak up onto Nova, tries to find some value, but doesn't really get too much with it. And Breadstick just trying to get some damage in the middle. And this is a perfect team wipe coming in from DOAA Academy, as they now start to get a little bit more control to work with. Now, you know, Gary could have placed that super a little bit towards where the Lily was at, so he could get more value at it, but I guess that's a perfect spot overall. Goofy Goober trying to get aggressive. This gets shut down here, and Nova gets a really good kill onto Breadstick. Now, if you look at the comp here, right, like, as I said, if Sky just gets a bunch of clones, he could do some serious damage, but he has to make sure the penny is not also hitting the clones as well, because that's also double damage coming in from Team 7. And you know, they really want to try to play more with Sky here, and you know, try to find as much value as they can, and just try to stay alive here, because like, if you really think about it, like, DOAA Academy just needs to play for the survival, and Nova just needs to like slow down them from like pushing up, and the Sandy Super is going to give them a lot of control to work with. And now this is where the danger fact comes in. The percentage is going high from DOAA Academy, and it is not looking so good right now for Team 7, because they need to focus up. And it is looking dangerous right now. Nova trying to get some value here, and this is already looking like a DOAA Academy set. And as they will be taking our set 1 in this match, DOAA Academy will be taking game number 3. Taking set 1 here is going to be dangerous coming in from Team 7 here. And look at that, a perfect MVP coming in from Gregory. I think he played that perfectly here. You know, try not to feed too much, and it is looking good overall. But yeah, our set 1 is going to be in favor of DOAA Academy. They finally got a set off of Team 7 in that qualifiers match, and now they're looking to get a redemption arc here as we now get started with our set 2. Alright, as we now get started with our set 2 between DOAA Academy and Team 7. Look at the comp here. It is going to be a Lumi, a Eve, and a Miko going against a Kit, Carl, and a Brock. You know, liking the comps coming in from Team 7, I think they really have a pretty good control type of comp here. And, you know, Goofy Goober could really get dangerous on that Kit and, you know, do so much damage here. But it has to play, you know, perfectly because, you know, Nova is trying to get some safe damage, and this has already been a pop from Team 7, and it is not looking good for DOAA Academy. But, you know, if Goofy Goober just sneaks up and, you know, takes down as many brawlers as he can, you know, he could really be a dangerous player in this lobby here, and, you know, tries to, you know, go for some great value. But Nova, you know, walking onto the safe, and it's gonna do so much damage overall. But Breadstick, you know, try to get as much value as he can, and really couldn't do too much overall. And Gregory has to play, you know, a bit carefully. Oh my god, a beautiful super from Goofy Goober. You saw that? He already has a hypercharge to work with, but Nova is able to get the kill. I think he should use the super right now so he can run into the safe and not worry about the kid, because look at that kid is gonna try to go for damage. Now he's going to choose the super, it's going to jump on a safe, hypercharge is going to be pop, and Goofy Goober is trying to get aggressive onto Sky here, and has to play a bit carefully here, and, you know, DOAA Academy is starting to get a little bit more damage into the safe here, and it is looking dangerous overall. Goofy Goober trying to go aggressive, Breadstick trying to get a small amount of damage. And, you know, Core has the hypercharge and is going to pop the safe first. And Goofy Goober trying to get sneaky, tries to go for an amazing kill here. And it is looking dangerous. Coming in from DOAA Academy. Is going to get close though, 14% to 22. Team 7 just trying to hold on, and DOAA Academy needs to get some damage, and it is looking dangerous overall. I have to figure out what is going on. Breadstick tries to get aggro. Goofy Goober goes for the last hit onto the safe, and that's going to give Team 7 the first game in this match. Looking dangerous coming in from DOAA Academy. They have to start to focus up here because it is looking dangerous overall. But looks like the wall break is going to go in favor of Team 7 here. Going to try to play as much as they can. Wants to find an opportunity. Needs to play this a bit slow. Goofy Goober is going to run down the middle. It does take down Gregory. Just barely takes down Gregory. He does stay alive. Breadstick, you know, getting some damage onto the safe, which is going to allow them to, like, you know, have a little bit more control. A little bit more control to work with. And, you know, Breadstick, you know, just trying to stall as much time here. And, you know, really wants to try to get his teammates back here. But if you really look at the comp, you know, Team 7 just need to work more with that kit, right? Because the kit could do, like, could be a little bit of a dangerous brawler if it just goes for kills only. And Breadstick is going to use the super and gadget, going to run into there, try to get as much damage as he can. And Core just trying to fill up a little bit more damage onto the middle here. And it is just looking like a Team 7 round so far. And it's not over yet. Goofy Goober goes for a kill onto Sky. Nova trying to get a bit, try to get as much damage into the safe here, and wants to try to get as much value, and Goofy Goober has the hypercharge. Now this is exactly what I was talking about, the dangerous brawler. If the hypercharge is going to be in favor of Goofy Goober, it is going to be a dangerous game. And Goofy Goober goes for an amazing tag, and here comes Breadstick, going to use the hypercharge onto the safe, and that's going to be a lot of damage coming in from Team 7. Core could finish off the safe just by getting a little bit more tags, and Gregory is going to use the hypercharge for defense. And here comes Goofy Goober, you know, being the dangerous brawler in this scene here. Breadstick just trying to get some value onto the middle, and Nova trying to get something here, and it is looking bad right now coming in from Breadstick, and it is looking like a dangerous game coming in from DOAA Academy. Team 7 takes the second game And now that is going to bring them a set in this match. Overall, DOAA Academy had a really struggle game overall. And Team 7 will be taking this round. And will also be taking the set 2. Looking dangerous overall coming in from DOAA Academy. They have to start playing this a bit safe overall because Team 7 are knowing how to take this set overall, and it's going to be taken the second one. It's going to tie up by 1-1. It's now get ready for set 2. My bad, not set 2. It's going to be set 3 between DOAA Academy and Team 7. Looking at this draft, it's going to be a what is that? A Gale, Bull, and a what is that? Oh, a Colette going against a Bow, M's, and a BB. So, you know, pretty interesting comp coming in from both teams. I think, you know, Team 7 really have a pretty good control type of comp. But, you know, Gregory could be a little bit dangerous on that Gale if he plays it perfectly. And Breadstick is going to use the super, try to get as much space as he can in the middle. Trying to take down Nova, but can't really find any tags onto Nova. But Nova does get a nice shutdown from Koi. Is going to pinch that one out here. Tries to go for the goal, but is not able to get anything out of that. And Sky really wants to try to find the BB off guard. Really want to find the openings here. And Goofy Goober is playing this a bit good in this match overall. And Goofy Goober, you know, really tries to get some value going on. And, you know, Breadstick, you know, holding down the middle is going to give Team 7 the space they need. And, you know, they try to go for a ball shot here, but Koi is able to catch it off guard. Goofy Goober does have a hypercharge to work with. It's going to have to try to find some value. And here comes the hypers coming in from Team 7. Tries to go for amazing defense. Breadstick is trying to look for the goal, and that's going to be a goal coming in from Team 7 as they will be taking that round. Does take the first game overall, and Team 7 really tries to find some value, and they have to play this a bit carefully. Gregory trying to look for a hypercharge play, wants to find something, is going to use it, and here comes Sky, tries to go for an aggressive play, and a perfect hypercharge coming in from Gregory here. And but this has to be, you know, this is going to be a bit of a dangerous game because, like, you know, when overtime happens, you know, Goofy Goober's not going to be able to do too much. I mean, he is able to have the speed and, you know, run around, but if the Gale gets a lot of super, that's going to be a really good defense. And, you know, Nova just trying to hold down the M's here, doesn't want to give too much value here, and a perfect shot from Breadstick, and that's going to give them the first round. Looking dangerous coming in from DOAA Academy. They have to start focusing up on the BB here because the BB is just running it down and getting some really good tags overall. But Team 7, you know, tries to go for the aggro's play, and, you know, Koi is going to try to slow down Sky, and Goofy Goober trying to get aggressive. Is going to try to take down Nova, and Nova is going to get shot. Oh, it actually survives that, surprisingly. It's gonna happen. It has to get that ball out because look at Gregory, you know, trying to get a little sneaky on the M's. It's gonna take down the M's here. Koi is gonna have to hold down the middle here. Goofy Goober looks for some value. Is gonna use the tag. The Sky is gonna catch him off guard. Nova goes for a play. Can't really get too much going. And Nova trying to get a little aggressive here, and a perfect triple pass is gonna pass it on to Gregory, and that's gonna give them the goal here. But yeah, looking dangerous overall coming in from Team 7. You know, Nova trying to play this a little aggro, and Sky has the bull, and all he needs to do is just get super. But let's get caught down by the bone mine, and just barely stays alive. Breadstick trying to get as much value as they can, but they have to play this game a bit slow. Super is going to go down. Sky is going to get aggressive. And now here comes Breadstick, trying to get as much value as he can, but Gregory is going to shut that down. And here comes Sky, wants to get a little bit more onto Goofy Goober, and that's going to be a perfect super coming in from Sky. And now he's just looking for the goal opportunity here. Just needs to break up a little left part of the map here. And Gregory, you know, tries to go for a nice goal, and it's going to shoot it right past Goofy Goober, and that's going to be a game coming in from DOAA Academy. It is looking dangerous overall coming in from DOAA Academy. Team 7 needs to start locking in for this match here in order to take set number 3. And it is looking dangerous overall. Team 7 really trying to find as much value as they can. Sky trying to get as much openings. And, you know, Gregory is going to get shut down by a Goofy Goober. And that's a perfect team play coming in from Team 7. And that's going to be a goal already coming down from Goofy Goober. Looking dangerous overall from DOAA Academy, but you know, Team 7 have an AFK Goofy Goober, and you know, that's not really what you want if you're Team 7. I mean, they don't know that Goofy Goober is AFK here, and nobody is probably going to give the call out overall, and now Goofy Goober is going to be a buy, and that's probably not going to be a good factor coming in, because now they just get a free goal here from DOAA Academy. And this is looking dangerous right now from Team 7. Goofy Goober should be back now in this match. And now Sky has a hypercharge to play with. And Nova tries to go for a super play, wants to get aggressive. Sky is going to activate the hypercharge, tries to get as much damage as he can. And Gregory is going to shut that down. And a perfect game coming in from DOAA Academy as they will be taking the 3rd game. Taking set number 3. It's now going to be 2-1 in the scoreboard. And it is looking dangerous coming in from Team 7. Gregory is going to be the MVP for this match here. And it is looking dangerous coming in from Team 7. They're going to have to focus up now because now, you know, DOAA Academy just need one more set to close out this tournament. And this is exactly what they want. But yeah, DOAA Academy, you know, playing a bit perfect in this match here, and now they're going to be going to their set 4, and it's going to be the gem grab map. And it's going to be dangerous. As we now get started with our set number 4, DOAA Academy being 2 up in the lead against Team 7. But now they need to play this game a bit perfectly. And here comes Goofy Goober, gets the aggro off of Sky, does get a nice kill. And now Goofy Goober going to aggro again and does get Gregory. And this is looking like a dangerous game coming in from DOAA Academy. Goofy Goober just looking for more, wants to find as much value as he can. Goofy Goober just gets shut down by Gregory. And this is looking dangerous overall coming in from DOAA Academy. Team 7 wants to try to get as much value as they can. And Goofy Goober really tries to go for an aggro play, but is not able to get anything out of it. And now Gregory is just waiting for the opportunity and, you know, really tries to make sure he could get super to work with. And he's going to have to turret in the back, but they really need to push the turret a little bit forward so just Gregory doesn't get, like, you know, overly aggressive, but they really have to focus on getting the hypercharge. Breadstick is going to be on the Janet, and he's going to be able to get away with anything on the Janet because just the gadget that's going to make him, you know, fly away. It doesn't really give too much to work with overall, but yeah. Goofy Goober is going to go in with the hypercharge, and he gets an amazing amount of kill here, and it is looking dangerous coming in from DOAA Academy as Koi Koi is going to take the next 2 gems. And 13 seconds on the clock. It's going to be dangerous. Can Team 7 hold this together? And Gregory is trying to get aggro here. A nice, beautiful super coming in from DOAA Academy. And Breadstick is going to take this to Sky. And this is going to be a dangerous game. Breadstick is trying to play defense. Goofy Goober is going to get aggro. Wants to find Gregory off guard, but is not able to get anything out of it. And Team 7 is going to have the perfect defense and shuts down that turret. And it is not looking good. With 11 seconds on the clock, I think Koi Koi should be safe. Hypercharge is going to go down. Nova's not able to get anything out of it. And Goofy Goober just playing for the defense. And this is looking like a Team 7 game as they will be taking the first round. Looking extremely dangerous coming in from DOAA Academy. They need to start playing together, and Team 7 are just playing out of their mind in this match here because they want to try to get this 4th set to bring it into a set 5 here. But as we look at our game number 2, you know, they're gonna break the walls on the left, and you know, this is a little bit of like a similar situation. If you remember Doe versus Wieners, I think they had a Gryffindor comp for Wieners, and they just broke down the left grass to give Fat Forward no value. But In this match here, it looks like they want to try to break a little bit more of the grass to give DOAA Academy no space at all, revealing everyone to have Goofy Goober just jump on anyone. But you know, Gregory trying to hold down the middle. It's gonna get shut down here, and actually just stays alive. And Nova's the only person alive to keep this team alive. Breadstick just trying to get the kill onto Nova, and Nova's just barely just trying to stay alive. Does get shut down by Breadstick, and this is looking dangerous coming in from DOAA Academy. As you see, the Griff is going to hold down the middle, and it's going to pop the gadget and take down Gregory into position, but has to play carefully because he's going to get low and just get shut down. Breadstick is going to grab the gems, does get cocoon from Sky, and this is not looking good coming in from Team 7. And Sky is going to take the gems, but they just need one more game to close this one out. Breadstick trying to get aggro. Goofy Goober is going to activate the hypercharge, goes for the play, and now Nova's the only one to defend it. Can he get the tags he needs? Goofy Goober just needs to get one more gem to have the 9th gem here. And this is looking dangerous coming in from DOAA Academy because the Team 7 are getting the kills. And now they have a hypercharged Janet. And this is going to be dangerous. Look at that. Breadstick gets a perfect kill onto Gregory. Sky is the only one alive alongside Nova. And now the time is starting to tick here. Goofy Goober is going to be looking safe and sound. And no one knows that he's there. And Team 7 will be dragging this on to a set number 5 and ties up the score 2-2. Looking like a dangerous game coming in from DOAA Academy. For 1-4, unfortunate for Sky here. And Goofy Goober is going to be the MVP for that round. And it is looking dangerous overall. Yeah, Major 1 is going to be at a blast with this match here. Set 5, and only one team could advance to the finals as we now start to get ready with our last final set of Knockout Gold Arm Glutch. Here we go. Our final set to decide it all. Looking at the draft here is going to be a Brock, Ali, and a Byron going against a Kit, Gus, and a Bell. So, you know, Gregory could be really dangerous on this Ali the Alligator. It does catch Goofy Goober off guard. And now Breadstick is going to get shut down here, unfortunately. And look at this, a perfect speed run coming in from DOAA Academy. Team 7 going to have to really watch out for the Ali the Alligator. You know, Gregory could get a bit dangerous on that brawler. And now they're trying to find as much value as they can. But now Team 7 really wants to try to focus on getting the Kit with hypercharge. But you know, the Kit really needs to get tagged in order to even get these hypercharge. Goofy Goober looking for an opening here, but it's like really hard to really get too much to work with, because if Goofy Goober goes for a play, right? He wants to try to get swiped and then go for a jump, but his teammates, like DOAA Academy's teammates, are like right next to each other, and if the kid even jumps on somebody, they could just get a free kill and just go for a trade play. The only way they can make this work, if Goofy Goober just catches one person off guard, and then the Bell could probably finish up a little bit more of the shots here. Now look at this, perfect kill coming in from Sky here, which is going to take down the Bell. And now this is a little more of a stalemate game. Now the best decision here is for Nova to break up the map to really not give Kit too much room to work with, but they really need to take out Breadstick. Breadstick is a bit of the problem, and that's going to be a perfect kill from Sky. And now Goofy Goober trying to get sneaky is getting shut down, and that is going to be a DOAA Academy game as they will be taking the first round here. And it is looking dangerous right now from Team 7. They are on the merge of going to the elimination round 3. They need to focus up in this match. Now Gregory wants to get aggro, wants to find an opening. And now the game is going to be played a little bit slow as Goofy Goober wants to find an opening in Breadstick. Trying to get as much tags as he can. This is going to get shut down by Nova here, and it is looking dangerous from DOAA Academy as they will be taking this first round. Goofy Goober goes for an aggressive play. Nova is going to get the shutdown by a nice trade. If Goofy Goober stays alive, and no, it's not going to be enough because Gregory got the kill onto the Bell. And now It is looking like a match point and a match game coming in from DOAA Academy. If they play this perfectly, they could run away and advance to the finals. Breadstick needs to play extremely carefully in this match, and Goofy Goober cannot afford to die. Gregory just waiting for the openings here, just trying to play very slowly. Nova has the wall break gadget, could break down a lot of the map, but it's going to shut down on the grass here, which is not going to give Goofy Goober any room to work with. And here comes Goofy Goober, trying to get sneaky, but the Byron spots him out. Nova goes for the super play, tries to get as much right as he can. A nice tank from Goofy Goober. Now this is going to be dangerous because the super goes down here, and it is not looking like a game coming in from DOAA Academy. Can Breadstick get the 1v2? Actually gets a kill, and now Gregory is the only one alive. No, not necessarily. I don't think Gregory should be able to win this match. Breadstick should be able to win this matchup. He has the shield, and he's already getting tags off of Gregory. And it's probably going to get the cookie popper soon. It's going to pop the gadget, and now that's going to be a game coming in from Team 7. They're just playing for their survival, but they need to get this other game. Now the game is going to be played a little bit slowly. Gregory really wants to try to find Koi off guard. Now, as they play for the waiting game, Goofy Goober really wants to try to go for the hypercharge, but now wants to contest Gregory. He's going to try to get aggressive here. He's going to jump nowhere, and Sky's getting over aggressively here. Nova's going to get a hypercharge to work with and tries to find some value. Goofy Goober's going to get low, and it's going to be dangerous. Nova goes for the super play, tries to catch Koi off guard. He just barely stays alive. And Breadstick has his shield because he can protect his team. Now, this is what they need to do here, right? They need to get Kit to get super, and Breadstick just needs to give the super to the Kit and really just try to go for a target. But now the storm is starting to close in. Goofy Goober just needs to stay alive, tries to find some value here. Breadstick tries to go for an open, and Sky has the hypercharge to work with, and this could be dangerous. Breadstick just gets shut down by Nova, and that's going to be dangerous. Team 7 not able to get anything, and Sky is going to place down the hypercharge, and it's only up to Goofy Goober, as DOAA Academy will be taking the next game, and they will be advancing to our finals, sending down Team 7 to our elimination round 3. A perfect game coming in from Team 7, as they will be closing out this tournament and advancing to the finals. But that's gonna wrap up our entire video for today. I did say a couple of heroes in this casting match, but that's unfortunate. I'll be working on it soon and try to get better. But I'll see you guys in the next match. Bye bye.